Hello everyone, this is Damien from the Learning English Through Football team. I hope we are all doing well and staying safe wherever we are. It's just me today, but we'll be hearing from Damon over the next few weeks as we look at some of the words and phrases from the upcoming 2020 European Championships that are taking place over the next 4 weeks. We'll be posting a football expression from the Euros every day during the tournament. Now, this 2020 tournament is being played in extraordinary circumstances. Delayed by a year because of the pandemic, there'll be 24 different teams playing in 6 groups across 11 different venues, ranging from Sevilla in the south of Spain to Baku in Azerbaijan. There are many other changes due to COVID, including squad sizes being larger, now 26 players, and 5 substitutes allowed in each game to offset the effects of a tough season. There will also be reduced attendances, but we are thankful that at least some fans will be allowed into stadiums to watch the games, not just because of a better atmosphere, but as a sign of hope that some things are returning to a kind of normal. So, in today's podcast, we will look ahead to the 16th version of the Euros by looking at the Group of Death. It's definitely Group F. Some of the dark horses, the outsiders, and possible Golden Boot winners. Who will be the competition's top scorer?
State ascoltando languagecaster.com.
Right, let's start off with the Group of Death, which of course is traditionally seen as the most difficult group in the tournament, as it includes many strong sides, which makes qualifying more difficult. This time round, everyone agrees that Group F is this year's Group of Death, with World Cup winners France, current European champions Portugal, and 3 times winners of this competition Germany all facing each other, along with Hungary, who many people see as the complete outsiders in this group. 3 teams can qualify from this group, so a defeat for one of the big nations would not be the end of the world, although finishing second in the group could also see a last 16 matchup with England at Wembley. It's tough to predict, but if either France or Portugal need a result from the final fixture in the group to qualify, then their matchup promises to be a cracker. The rankings suggest it will finish France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. I think the German side might change that. Favourites? Well, we have already mentioned 2 of the favourites in France and Portugal, and the 2 finalists from 5 years ago have a strength in depth in their squads that is frightening. Who else are among the favourites? Well, the number 1 ranked side in the world is Belgium, and although there are some question marks over their defence, they still have some of the most exciting players in world football, in Inter Milan's Romelu Lukaku, Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, and Real Madrid's Eden Hazard. There is a lot of talk here in England about England's chances, particularly as they will play all their group games at home, and then, if they qualify, nearly all of the knockout rounds at Wembley, a huge advantage. But like the Belgians, there are question marks over their defence, and the fact that the team have never even reached a Euros final before. Italy, under Roberto Mancini, have been impressing many with their performances. Indeed, they are unbeaten in 27 matches, which includes 10 victories in qualifying for this tournament. They will also play their group matches at home in Rome, have a young, settled side, and are definitely seen as one of the favourites to lift the trophy in July. I wonder, can the Azzurri win their 2nd Euro title? Dark horses. It's hard to count Germany and Spain as dark horses, as they've won the Euros on 6 occasions between them, but both sides are going through a transition period. Spain's preparations have also been hit by COVID, which means their squad has not been able to train together for the week before the tournament. Well, it will be interesting to see what effect the departure of the long-serving coach Joachim Löw at the end of this tournament will have on the Germans. Other former winners who may be in with a shout of winning the title include the Dutch and the Danes, who both have home advantage in the group stages, leading many to tip them to do well. The Danish side have experienced players throughout their side and will be expected to qualify from a Group B that includes Finland, Russia and Belgium. Any other dark horses? Well, Croatia were World Cup runners-up 3 years ago and should at least get out of Group B alongside England, while one of Sweden or Poland could also do well if they get out of their group. They play each other in St. Petersburg in the last match of Group E in a possible winner-takes-all game. Turkey are another side that many see as a dark horse. They score a lot of goals but also concede quite a lot too, so they could be fun to watch. While they defeated France in the qualifying for these Euros and also beat the Netherlands in a recent World Cup qualifier. Outsiders. 2 countries are making their European Championship debuts, North Macedonia and Finland, and it would be a huge shock if they managed to qualify from Groups C and B respectively. Other teams that are not being tipped to do so well include Austria, Slovakia, but maybe I'm biased as they defeated Ireland in a playoff, and Switzerland. Then there are teams that could put together a surprise run and make it to the quarter-finals, much like Wales did 5 years ago. And both the Welsh and Scotland sides could do something similar this time round. The Scottish team have qualified for a major tournament for the first time in 23 years and will fancy their chances of making the last 16. A win against the Czech Republic and a draw versus either Croatia or their big rivals England is definitely possible. Top scorer. 5 years ago, French forward Antoine Griezmann won the Golden Boot award as top scorer of the tournament with 6 goals. He'll be one of the favourites again, although 1 or 2 of his French teammates will also be in the running, PSG's Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid's Karim Benzema. He returns to Le Bleu squad after a 6-year absence. Other favourites for the title include World Cup Golden Boot winner Harry Kane, Belgium's Romelu Lukaku, Italy's Ciro Immobile, and of course Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo, who will be hoping to add to his tally of 9 tournament goals, joint top alongside Michel Platini.
Je luistert naar languagecaster.com.
Okay, what do you think will happen in this year's tournament? You can let us know by sending us an email at admin@languagecaster.com or leaving a comment on our site. Of course, you can also join our predictions competition. Choose the results for each match, 3 points for a perfect score and 1 for the right result, and see if you can beat Damon or myself. We also have a poll in which you can choose the winner of the tournament. At the moment, Italy lead the way with 21%, followed by Portugal on 18%, and then Belgium and France on 14% each. Again, come along to the site and let us know what you think.
Berichting Grando languagecaster.com.
Yes, you are listening to languagecaster.com, and that message was in Welsh. Don't forget that there's a transcript to this podcast and lots of vocabulary support which you can access by coming along to our site. Remember that you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or you can drop us a line at admin@languagecaster.com.
Du lyssnar på languagecaster.com.
Okay, that's it for this short podcast. We hope you've enjoyed our preview of the 2020 European Championships, and let us know about your predictions and, of course, about any words and phrases you hear about the tournament over the next couple of weeks. And we'll be back tomorrow, and indeed every day during the tournament, with more football language. Enjoy all the football this weekend, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.